Welcome back to the channel, Narc After Dark with Johnny Truelove. I haven't done one of these videos in a very long time, guys, which is the Narc After Dark. And what brings me on here today, guys, is my last video. My last video I did, I got some backlash from it, man. I didn't really think I was gonna get backlash, but I got some backlash from it, man, from Louise Gardner herself and one of her minions, one of her goons. You know what's from Popeye? I'll post it right now. And I'm gonna show you guys some emails. And I'm gonna show you guys how they talk. And like I said, I'm not a doctor here. I'm not nobody to be diagnosing. But if you ask me, this is covert narcissist moves. This is what a covert narcissist does. They play your friend. They play as they like you. And as soon as you trigger them, or as soon as you do something to them, they pop out. Their mask slips, their mask falls off. This is a perfect example. And it's like I feel like I'm going through a cycle again, like when I went through it with my ex covert narcissist, because I had to prove, well, back then I had to prove that she's a covert narcissist. And it's hard to prove a covert narcissist because they play you. They play you very well. You already bought into their image. It's like right now, if someone told me, oh, Louise is the covert narcissist, I'll be like, come on, Johnny, really? It's the same thing that I felt about my ex-covert narcissist. When I was saying about my ex-narcissist, when I was mentioning my ex-narcissist, it was like, it's kind of hard to explain because it's the way they carry themselves. But their mask slips off. And I'm going to show you some emails that prove how their mask slips off. And how they have their flying monkeys being Terry. Terry's her flying monkey. I see it because I wasn't even talking about Terry in my last video at all. But she popped up. She popped up on messages, talking shit. Oh, that Louise could do a video. Like, that's perfect. That's a perfect example of what a covert narcissist would say. I could do the videos, but I'm not. Then do it. Come out and shoot it. And you can't, because you guys don't have this. You guys are afraid to speak out in public because they're gonna see through you. They're gonna see who you really are. Instead of like Louise, what I'm figuring and what I'm seeing is she's full of knowledge, but narcissists are full of knowledge. It's to hide who they really are. It's to hide their own shame, to hold everything. And so what I'm seeing and I'm thinking now, because she's on TNNPD's live as a moderator, is she on there getting fuel from these empaths? Is she on there getting fuel from these? Well, and I'm gonna put it because I'm saying this because she sent me a video of Rich Grannon and what he thinks about empaths, and you're gonna see it. You're gonna see what it says.
I don't like the idea of people walking around being codependent and being proud of it. I don't like the idea of people walking around telling themselves that they're an empath when actually they probably have borderline personality disorder. Being a codependent, not good. Being an empath, bullshit. You've probably got hypervigilant. You're traumatized. You've got at the very least PTSD, and most likely complex PTSD, and you're hypervigilant to the needs of others. That's not a good thing, that you can feel other people's feelings, or you think you can, or that you're constantly obsessed with the emotional temperature of the people around. That, dude, leave people the fuck alone. It's exhausting. Like, nobody tells these types. None of us do. We all know what it's like. It's hard. It's really, really hard being around people like this. But they think that they're on some higher level, you know? They're on some spiritual shit, man. They just feel it.
So it's not like a friendly thing. It's not like, oh my God, here, Johnny, check this out. No, it wasn't one of those. It was more to offend me. And like, I even put on the comments, like, are you trying to offend me? Because it talks about like CPTSD or maybe borderlines, that we're highly super spiritual, get off that shit. And I'm like, wait a minute, this ain't the Louise that I know. This ain't the Louise that gives all these good comments. It ain't Louise who gives all these fucking essays. I have borderline traits, that's for sure. I have narcissistic traits, that's for sure. You mean, yeah, so I'm an empath. And I am on a high level shit. I am on a spiritual shit. You know why? Because I understand my higher self. Do you? Do you understand your higher self? Or you just pretend to know your higher self? Or you just pretend to hide behind these moderators and these fucking long ass things? And honestly, I'm gonna say it again. I really believe you're on there on TNNPD's siphoning the other empaths. Just seeing how you can be. You're maladaptive, in other words. That's what I'm saying. You're maladaptive. And then her talking all this shit. I'm like, dude, do you know that, like, I transmute energy, right? You do know I transmute energy. You do know I'm an alchemist, right? You do know that I take this fucking energy and this shit you're talking about. I don't get offended. How can you offend me when I already know what it? I already know it. I'm not hiding like you. I'm open with my shit. Are you? And I'll say it again. You hide behind a fucking picture logo. You don't have no videos on your fucking YouTube. You have no social media. You're fucking fake. You're fake. And Terry's your damn flying monkey, as I'm seeing. She's your flying monkey. And you go and you gather your supply on YouTube. That's what I'm seeing. You're grabbing your fucking supply on YouTube on the Chiefs page when you were on there. You get it from me when I was fucking giving you all this admiration and like, oh my God, you're so smart. Because you were smart. But now I know why. Because you're really hiding who you are. Just like a narcissist. Didn't they ever teach you reciprocate? If you're writing an essay, Luis, and someone writes you a 2-sentence, you're not supposed to write another essay. Because they'll tell you right now, with people like me, we don't give a fuck. We probably don't even read your message. Because we don't care. You see? Do you see the difference between somebody authentic? Do you see the difference? We don't pretend. We don't fake it. We don't put a fake smile and like, oh my God, yeah. That's what you guys do. That's a covert narcissist move. And I'm going to show these messages. As I go along this video, I'm gonna post them. Terry being another. Terry just fucking went at it with me, man. She would call me a faggot, I think, even, you know. And I reciprocated. Like I'm gonna say this. I myself responded back. You know, I'm a mirror image. Like I said, I'm a mirror image. So I acted like a narcissist. I responded right back like a narcissist. But so let's sum this up real quick. How covert narcissists work, and this is the way they work, because they portray themselves to be something they're not. You know, and like Louise, I thought she was a genius. I thought she knows everything. She knows everything. But it's like, that's what they masquerade behind. That's what they hide behind. They hide behind this knowledge that they have. But because if you know Louise, or if you speak to Louise, you're gonna see the way she speaks was really smart. Now I'm gonna show you the messages she sends me. It's not her. It's somebody else, and that's the mask slipping. I call that the mask slipping. It's when you actually see who they really are. You're gonna see it. Same thing with Terry. It's like, and I go back to one of my old videos that she told me, is like, oh, I'll start watching your videos when you start showing more compassion. I'm like, well, fucking, first of all, like, I don't give a fuck if you watch my videos or not, you know. And then like, I call her a flying monkey because she came to save Louise, like talking about Louise, like, oh my God. I'm like, I asked her, I'm like, since when did you become a fucking spokesperson? Since when did you start working PR? She's like, I would have done the same thing for you. I'm like, wait a minute. No. Louise must have called you. Louise must have texted you or something, because you're not even subscribed to my channel. You just subscribed to it yesterday, and I can show you right now she has subscribed. Like, so it's not like she got my video. It's like she must have sent it. Like, they must have sent it to her. You mean they must have sent her my video, and she watched part of it because she knew what the fuck she was talking about. She was thinking like she doesn't know what the fuck she was talking about, so she didn't even watch the damn video. She was just basing it upon what somebody else said. That's a narcissist for you. So she said, I'll do the same thing for you. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean you would do the same thing for me? Like, first of all, you're not subscribed to my channel. You just subscribed yesterday, and you not even know what the fuck you're talking about. And you came to the rescue of her. And then watch how she starts speaking to me, talking about me sucking the Chief's dick and I don't know what, and just watch. And then you're gonna see how Louise Garner talks about the Chief, talking shit. Smear campaign, man. They're running their own smear campaign. Their own damn smear campaign. I at least know what I am. Do you guys know what you guys are? And I'm thinking you guys do. And people like this, they hide behind religion, the dogma. They'll shoot you Bible verses. They're full of wisdom, shooting you Bible verses because they need to hide who they are, their shame, their fakeness. And that's the thing. And as soon as the mask slips, and I seen it slip. So, like I said, just give you a little clue of what a covert narcissist really is, and be careful with these people, guys, because remember, you'll start sharing your secrets with them. You start sharing a lot with them. So, and I hope people from TNMPD see this video. This is about Louise Garner on there, okay? So just be careful with these people. And if you ask me, she's It's just fucked up if you think about it. You're targeting people who are wounded, people who are just coming out of narcissistic abuse. And if you're treating me like this, and if you told me in the past, there's plenty of you, if you spoke bad to me and me, I've ignored that in the past. Because like I said, I wanted people to speak to me. And I've said in my videos before, I know who I am. And like Rich Grannon says, it's like, you know, we're pretty much traumatized. I am hypervigilant. That's why I can see through people like you. But yeah, man, so I'll start talking about more about the covert narcissist and narcissistic recovery from people like them, from these fucking vultures who strike from different places. So be careful. And don't take my word from it. Just be careful when you speak. Don't share everything with them. Don't share nothing with them. Share with people you do trust. Like I was trusting her. Like, so luckily I don't hide nothing. Luckily I speak openly about my issues, my condition, my experience, my upbringing, something they can do. You know, like even Terry has said, oh, she could do a video. Then do a video. Let me see your channel. Where's your channel at? Oh, she could do it. Well, then where's it at? All they do is talk, and then they'll send you videos from other people, or because they're full of anxiety, they're full of stress, they're weak. They're weak, and the covert narcissists are the fucking worst, man. They are one of the fucking worstest people because they're just like this. Now imagine if I had secrets. Now imagine if I would have shared more with her, been more vulnerable. Just imagine. They would have fucking gutted me more because it triggered me. Because seeing the messages from people that are helping, people who are out there to give, and they're speaking like this. Like I said, at least I'm open with my shit. You know, so if they expose me go ahead, I'll show you what I said to them. I was dogging religion. You know, because of this guy Billy Carson that I watch. Watch Billy Carson, man. He'll break you down everything about the Bible and the Book of Enoch, the Dead Sea Scrolls, the Emerald Tablets. He'll give you the breakdown of everything of that, of Jesus and all that. You know, and because that's what they hide from. Remember, people who speak a lot about religion and give you verses, be careful. It's all a mask. It's to throw you off. It's to throw you off of their trail, to throw you off of their thing. Going about 12 minutes now, and I just want to make this little video quick, short. It's a Narc After Dark video. I'm gonna start bringing these back again. And right now, it's just I needed to vent. I needed to transmute this energy into laughter. Laughter is medicine for the soul. And so please, man, leave me the fuck alone. Stop bothering me. Stop commenting on my shit. Fuck off. Because I am on some high spiritual shit. I am on the next level shit. And you sending me that video shows me that. Since she can't tell me, remember, narcissists can't tell you directly, especially the covert narc. They don't. They do things covertly. So since she can't speak to this, she can't tell me this, she doesn't want to leave any clues behind, they'll send you stuff like this. And they speak to other people. They're through proxy. You know, they hit you with low blows like this. And they run their own spirit campaigns as well. And you tell me that's the real Louise that you know. If that's the Louise that you see on Brian Scott's page, if that's the Louise that you see on TNMPD's, now I strongly believe, and I'll say it again, you're on there gathering your fucking fuel. That's all you're doing. You're gathering your fucking fuel. Getting your admiration, getting this from people. That's what you're doing. And Terry's your fucking flying monkey. That's what she is. Oh man, dude.